Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope that the lighting and the camera setup situaciones is watchable and doable for right now. I have sat and played with it for hours and it's so over my head. So today's video is going to be a monthly products I regret buying / products I've been loving. Almost everything that I regret buying I have taken back already, so I will put pictures on either this side or this side so you guys can kind of have a visual. So let's go ahead and get the negative out of the way first. Let's talk about the products that I regret buying for the month of May. So the first product I regret buying is actually something I have on me. This is the CoverGirl Supersizer Fibers Mascara. I just did a review demo of this, or like a comparison review over this, and I just do not like this mascara. I've tried to use it multiple times since I filmed that video and I just do not like it. So the next product I regret buying is something I don't have on me, but I did do a review demo over it, but that is the Tarteist, whatever you want to call it, lash paint mascara right over here. Just check out that video for a full-on review over it. There was no wow factor. I believe it lengthened but it didn't volumize, and that's just, who wants that? I want the team. Next product I regret buying is something that I have mentioned before in my videos, and I asked you guys if you want to see a review and demo over it, and I did get a few people saying that they did want that, but I just don't know. I will give you my thoughts, like a really brief little synopsis of how I feel about it right now, but that is the Urban Decay One and Done Hybrid Perfector thing right over here. This is more of like a tinted moisturizer type product. This just did not have any coverage for me. It was very, very light, and I know that's what it's supposed to be. I'm sure I'm gonna get people saying, well, it's a tinted moisturizer, it's not a full coverage foundation, but I've tried BB creams that have amazing coverage. That's kind of what I compare everything to, and it was like $40, and for something that gives me very, very minimal coverage, doesn't last all day on my skin, which I forgot to mention that. Yeah, the longevity is not very great on it. So yeah, if you guys still want me to do like a review, like a full review demo over it where you guys can see it on my skin, I will do that for you. If you want something just to like throw on if you're gonna go to the lake or the beach, or you're just gonna go out for a few minutes and you don't want to put on a full face of makeup, then maybe that's okay, but for that purpose, I just don't think a product that's $40 is worth it. Next thing that I'm not really sure if I've talked about before, I know I put it in a haul, but I'm not sure if I actually reviewed it, but that is the Pixi Makeup Setting Spray. But I just feel like every time I used it, my makeup actually faded and just like washed away. I do find that it did like mesh all the liquids and the powders together on my face and kind of took away any cakiness or powderiness, but as far as improving the longevity of my makeup, this, like, it melted it. So the next product I regret buying is something that I briefly mentioned on my Instagram. I did put like a little mini post up about it and said I was going to talk about it more, but that's the NYX Vivid Brights liquid liner, I believe, and that's in the shade Vivid Sapphire. The reason I got this is because I saw a picture of someone actually using this, and it was like the most cool looking blue liner. It's kind of like a shimmery sapphire blue basically, and it looked nothing like that picture. Like, this liner is completely matte. It's a pretty color. I don't know, it just wasn't what I wanted. So that should be enough hate for right now. Let's talk about some products that I've been loving. I found my new Holy Grail hairspray. This has the best hold, and it says 24-hour extreme hold, and that is legit the truth. As it wears throughout the day, it just starts feeling better and better. Like, you get more movement, but you still have hold, you have a lot of body, you have a lot of volume. It holds my tease in. I didn't even tease today, and my hair is super, super flat. And like, I don't even need to tease with this. It's so amazing, and especially when my hair is straight like this, my hair just falls flat so fast and it never looks good, especially by the end of the day. Next thing I have is a dry shampoo. I've talked about this before. This is the Batiste dry shampoo, but not just any Batiste dry shampoo. This is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical. As I mentioned before, I've tried the original and I've tried the floral scents. I just don't like those. I really didn't find that those absorbed the oil in my hair, and I had to use so much product to get it to do anything. But this is just such a more powerful, like, strong aerosol spray. Like, so much more comes out, and it's a lot more powdery to where it absorbs the oil a lot faster, and I don't have to use as much product. But with this stuff, I can literally go days and my hair will not look oily. The next product I just discovered, and if you guys don't know, I'm in cosmetology school now, so I got my, professional lace discount at Cosmoprof, and I'm going to start trying a lot more high-end hair products because I am a little bit tired of trying drugstore products that suck, and I am ready to get my hands on the good stuff. what is this? This is the Aquage Sea Salt Texturizing Spray. This is a trial size. This stuff is so good, and I'm a big like sea salt, beachy waves hair person. I have pretty high standards. This makes my hair look very, very shiny. It makes it like not look scrunchy and hard, but just the right amount of like soft, bouncy waves. It looks like you actually took a curling wand to it, but you didn't. It stays in my hair all day long. It doesn't dry it out like most sea salt sprays do. Definitely check this out. This is so, so good. If you guys want to see a like beachy waves hair tutorial, because I've been all about the beachy waves lately again, then let me know and I will do that. But I've been using this new moisturizer. This is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream. This is for normal combination skin. This is perfect for my skin. It absorbs so fast into the skin. You don't have to use a whole lot, and it just feels so refreshing and hydrating, but not like overly hydrating, especially if you're oily. So I have been trying to use some of my older foundations in my collection and just kind of like rediscovering my old loves. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. Every time I wear this, someone asks me about my makeup, so this stuff is literally bomb. It's like full coverage. It's such a nice, like, satiny, demi-matte, beautiful finish. It lasts all day on my skin. The next thing I have is something I actually haven't talked about, and I'm really, really excited. This is actually from the Ulta collection, so it's pretty cheap. It's like $10. This is the Full Coverage Waterproof Concealer. Here is what it looks like. I'm in the shade Light Warm, I believe. I'm pretty sure they're trying to do the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. It's like that flat doe foot applicator that I love. This is such a beautiful, brightening, full coverage concealer. It stays on all day long, no creasing, no fading. It blends like a dream. It's so quick and easy, and it's only like $10. I highly, highly recommend this. And then for my brows, since I have gone lighter with my hair, I had to kind of tone down my really dark taupey brows, and I've been using the ColourPop Cream Gel Color in the shade Blondie. I love these brow pomades from ColourPop. They're so good, and this color works perfectly for me now. So for my favorite lip combination, I've been going back to something I've loved for so many years. So my favorite lipstick lately has been, again, the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Nude Lust. But this is like the perfect nude shade. It's not too pale, it's not too pink, it's not too peachy or anything. It's just so perfect. And for a lip liner with it, I love to pair it up with the ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF. These two together look so, so good. And since I've been running low on BFF, I have been using this one kind of interchangeably with it. This is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Brink. Here is what it looks like right there. So paired with Nude Lust, it makes it a little more of a mauve-y pink lip. I've been trying to find a dupe for the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Gloss, because that one's like very tingly and I love the way it feels, and it does plump up my lips. So I tried the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper in the shade Live, and this is just a clear gloss. It looks more of a pinky gloss right now because I have been using it on top of things, but I love this lip gloss as a topper. I just love how shiny and glossy it makes my lips look, and it does have that really nice tingly feel. I don't think it's as strong, as intense as the Too Faced one, but for like $7 or $8 or however much it is, it's a really, really good lip gloss, and I've been loving it. The next thing I've been loving is a mascara, and if you've watched my recent videos, you will have seen it already. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara. This is new. This is my favorite mascara ever. Like, it literally does every single thing I want it to do. So the next thing I've been loving is something I wanted to talk about for a while, and this is something I got for my makeup kit. This is the Morphe Brushes 35W palette. I guess it would be beneficial to actually see the inside of it. So here's what it looks like. This is a mixture of shimmer and matte shades. So this is so amazing, guys. Like, I know the big rave right now is a 35O. Not to be different like I usually am. This is probably a little bit better than the 35O palette just because of the versatility. This is such a high quality, very, very pigmented palette. The thing I don't like about the 35O palette is that there are too many similar shades in it. Like, it's like Morphe just kind of lost their creativity halfway through, and I do love the 35O. Do not get me wrong, I'm not being different just to be a biatch. My whole spiel, my whole point is that if you can't get your hands on the 35O palette, don't be disheartened, because the 35W is literally so good. Okay, so the next few things I have are highlighters, because you guys know I'm a highlighter whore. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in the shade Sin. This is just a typical like neutral beigey champagne highlighter. It doesn't look like there's anything special to it. It just doesn't look shimmery on the skin. It looks like you are like you've doused your face in the same bold that Jennifer Lopez did. It gives you that like wet skin look. So here's what it looks like. I hope I'm in focus. I'm not really sure how to use this thing. I've also been loving the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick in the shade Radiant. Here's what it looks like. It looks like the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks. So when you swatch them all together, it is such a pretty mixture of white gold with peach, with pink, with bronze. Like, it's just a perfect combination. So I don't know if you can even tell, but here it is. This is very, very shimmery. This is not a subtle highlighter at all. And the last thing I've been loving, which took me a little bit of time to figure out that I loved it, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. Everyone has been talking about this lately, and when I first started using it, I was just like, meh. What is so amazing about this highlighter is that it's not shimmery, it's not glittery, it doesn't look like a big swatch of glitter on your face. Like, I hate to say it, but you know how Champagne Pop looks? Like, it's very, very shimmery and it emphasizes pores and texture and stuff. But this shade, it is nothing but sheen. Like, it just gives your skin the most beautiful, wet, intense looking sheen. And it's just so dewy and so glowy, and it can be very subtle or it can be built up. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it hasn't been too long. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. All the links are below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Mwah.